What's up everybody, my name is Jordan. Today I'm gonna do a review of this 18-inch Manopoulos Backgammon board with the inlaid leatherette playing surface. This video is the first video on this channel, which I'm calling the Serial Hobbyist, where I'm going to document all of my many hobbies and passions that I have, starting primarily with backgammon boards. I started playing backgammon back during the pandemic. I have collected around 10 different boards. I love playing on and enjoying the craftsmanship of the boards almost as much as I enjoy the game of backgammon itself. And so over the coming weeks, I'm going to share reviews of all of my boards. They range in price from $100 to $400. Being a student up until recently, that was kind of my budget. I'm branching out into some of the higher end boards, but I think these entry-level / mid-priced boards are great for those of you that are starting out in backgammon or looking to add an additional set to your collection, or maybe you're just a serial collector like myself. So if you want to see more backgammon board reviews in the future, make sure that you subscribe to this new channel. You can be one of the first subscribers and ring that notification bell. So let's talk about this board. This is from the company Manopoulos. They are based in Greece. This board was made in Thebes, and they've been making boards since, I believe, the 70s. We'll see once we open it up. They have a stamp in there. I can confirm that date with you. And if you have ever looked up Manopoulos boards before, they primarily produce wood surface boards with marquetry, so inlaid veneers. They're very beautiful, but most serious backgammon players, at least from what I've seen, are not really fans of the wood playfield because it's very loud, the dice clack around a lot, and felt, leather, things like that seem to go over a lot better. So this is one of their premium offerings. It has an inlaid leatherette surface, but it does have a wood exterior. Now, before I talk about the board itself, briefly, my ordering experience. Manopoulos is able to be ordered from a variety of different companies that will ship to the US. I'm located in Utah here in the US, and so I know that for our Tanner Masters Traditional Games, and also you can order directly from the Manopoulos website, which is where I ordered this board from. Now, this board has a wood exterior. They're calling this walnut. I feel like walnut is usually a darker wood, but I'm honestly not a master of woods. But regardless of whatever it is, it's very beautiful and very solid. Very thick wood, does not feel flimsy in the slightest. It's got gold hinges here on the back, and then the clasps on the front are also gold. They've got the Manopoulos logo, a little black flange at the bottom to be able to flick these open. Now, one thing you'll note is that this board does not have a handle. They do not include a case either, so if you want to take this board on the go, you might want to either buy some sort of briefcase or you can sew your own case. I bought some faux leather from Walmart, 10 bucks maybe even less, and sewed a case for this. It works perfectly, and so if you want to take it on the go, you're going to need something like that. So let me zoom the camera in a little bit closer. We'll open the board up and take a look at the playfield and the checkers, and we'll talk about my play experience. All right, so we'll pop this board open, and the color scheme that I chose, this royal blue and canary yellow, is very, very striking. You can see we've got the same wood tone going around the inside. There are some bronze metal accents here on the checker trays, as well as the Manopoulos logo right here. It says since 1970, so that's how long this company has been making boards. Now, this is the little bag that the shakers and the dice are in. The checkers also come in this bag, and it's worth noting before we dive into the playfield that these checkers are not the normal option that come with this board. It normally comes with wood checkers, and they looked fine, but they also sell these mother of pearl checkers, which are beautiful. And I reached out to Manopoulos when I ordered the board and just said, is there any way I can do a substitution? Because the checkers are a decent price on their own, and if I was going to throw out the wood ones anyway, I just wanted to see if they could ship these instead, and they graciously offered to do that for me. So really great customer service, very responsive, and I was happy with that. So the playfield, you can see canary yellow, royal blue, white points, inlaid leather. So all of these points, these colored points, are cut out of leather and glued into cutouts in the blue. And so this is, you can kind of feel little tiny grooves where they're placed in by hand. It's not a printed surface. And that just adds to, I think, the kind of the luxury of this board, which is really awesome. The wood is very standout. Most people like wood boards, and the sound of the checkers hitting the edges there is really satisfying. And I'll take off my microphone so you can hear that a little bit better. So we'll look at checkers in a moment. These are the dice cups. For wood dice cups, I actually like these a lot. They are pretty thick wood. They are light color, so a little bit lighter than the board itself. And the dice are nothing to write home about. Pretty standard dice, but the sound of the dice cups are pretty satisfying. Then we've got our other dice in here. Let me get that out. Our dark dice. There we go. Again, nothing crazy, but they look great. Now, the doubling cube that came with this is just a basic small white doubling cube. I actually put it with another one of my smaller travel sets and ordered a large blue doubling cube for this, not from Manopoulos. It's not here yet, but that will be what's going with this board. So again, I'm going to take off this mic so you can hear the rolling sound of these checkers on the surface. And the inlaid leather is really nice. It's not as dampened as a felt board, but it's not as clacky as a wood board. Again, I like to try different materials, and so leather is a really neat play surface material. Now, the checkers. So these are the mother of pearl, blue checkers. And then I also have their mother of pearl white checkers, or ivory, I guess is better said. Now, let me get a game set up here. One thing to note is that it said that these checkers were 1.5 inch and that this board used 1.5 inch checkers. However, the spacing you'll see on these is not perfect. I think the wood ones would have fit 6 across perfectly, but these ones just seem to be a touch smaller than 1.5 inches. So they don't fit perfectly 6 across. There is a little bit of gap in them. I haven't really noticed any issue with that. To me, the color and the beauty of the checkers compared with the wood is worth the fact that they don't line up. But that's how it looks all set up. Again, I can kind of run these across and you can kind of see got a little bit of wiggle room there. You could always substitute your own 1.5 inch checkers or maybe like something a touch bigger than 1.5. But regardless, it feels good. Now, the leather surface initially out of the box, a little bit stickier than I would like for sliding checkers across. It kind of grips the mother of pearl. As we played on it though, it starts to slide really, really well. Okay, so again, I'm gonna put the microphone down here so you can hear this. The ASMR and the sounds of backgammon are almost as good as the sights. And let's just do a couple moves here. All right, 5 and 1. I think we've got to come down and split the back. Yeah. And then for our blue, 6 and 4. I think we'll make the inner board point here and bump white up to the bar. I have only been really studying backgammon for, I don't know, maybe the past few months. Let's see. Coming on the 5, and then for the 6. Maybe run with the back, or do we bring this down? I'm not sure. You guys can tell me in the comments. All in all, though, it's just an absolutely gorgeous board. I hope I've overlaid some close-up shots of this during the video so you can see what it looks like. I think coming in at around $200, a little over $200 shipped from the from Greece is a really good deal. Thinking of other boards that I've paid $200 for, you don't get this level of craftsmanship with the inlaid leatherette, the wood, and these beautiful mother of pearl checkers. So to me, this board is a winner, and I've been really, really happy with it. So that is my Manopoulos 18-inch inlaid leatherette backgammon board. This is one of my newest boards. I've absolutely loved it. We keep pulling out again and again, my wife and I, whenever we want to play. It's very well made. It's a very reasonable price for the size of the board, and I can definitely recommend it. So if you want to see more backgammon board reviews, I'm going to be reviewing my Chrysloid, my FM Gammon, my Wycliffe Brothers Silverman & Co. I have an Art Gammon board on the way. I have a couple of vintage boards, and I really can't wait to share my love of backgammon and specifically of the backgammon boards with all of you. So subscribe, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of the reviews coming in the future. I appreciate you watching today, and I will see you next time.